Okay. So in this class, we are going to start the control flow statement. Okay. So this is for today's topic. So if you want to become a programmer, coder, or developer, these are two very important topics are there: control flow statement and functions. So these two topics are called backbone of any programming language. Whatever the programming language or scripting language you're learning, if you want to become a programmer, you should know these two topics: control flow statement and function. So these are the backbone of any programming. So why we are calling this backbone of any programming language? So you already know what is the important of the backbone in human, right? Human life. So can you imagine a person, that person having some backbone issue? Can that particular person able to the work properly? Any type of work? The answer is no,
No, sir.
right? Why? Because if any person having any like backbone issue, they cannot able to walk properly, any type of work. Okay, that particular person cannot do that particular work, because backbone is very important in the human structure, right? So same thing, if you want to become a developer or programmer or coder, these two topic or two concept are very important: control flow statement and function. So first, today we'll understand what is control flow statement and why we are using this. So before going to the technical terms, let's go with the real life of example. Okay, I think you are aware about the dam. Okay, like we have Sri Salem Dam, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, right? Let me open these images. Right? Have you visited ever dams? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So the question is, what is the main purpose to build this particular, like why this dam is developed, why this dam is built? What is the reason behind?
to
To
store
store
water.
water. So to control the flow of water.
Yeah, good answers. So first of all, whatever the water is coming, first you have to control the flow of the water. Then only we can use the water according to our requirement. Example, we are storing the water and we are sending to the pump house for drinking purpose. We are sending through the canals to agriculture, and there is a, like Telangana state Genco department is there, they are generating the electricity, and we are sending to other districts through the Godavari and Krishna rivers. So all these things we can able to do when, if we able to control the flow of the water. If we cannot able to control the flow of the water, what will happen? You cannot use the water according to the requirement, and some damage will be happened, right? So same thing here, when you're developing any application, when you're developing any software and you are writing some code. So let's take an example of ATM machine, technical part. Just assume I am inserting one, okay, I think you are aware about, like Apollo Pharmacy also give the card. It is similar to the ATM card only. Okay, on that Apollo Pharmacy card, you'll, every time you'll purchase, there some points will be added. So just assume if I'm inserting the Apollo Pharmacy card in any ATM, and I can able to withdraw the amount. So this program or software is correct. That is wrong software, right? Same thing, like there will be WWE playing cards will be there, right? So if I use that particular WWE playing cards, I'm inserting in the ATM machine and I can able to access the ATM. Is it correct? No, it is wrong, right? So if you use the genuine card only and you insert that particular card, so then the first step is the machine should first read the card if it is a genuine or not. Earlier days there is a only black strip scanner will be there, and now every machine having now chip is there. So using that particular things, first machine should read that particular card and it should check this particular card is a genuine or not, right? For example, the card is expired, maybe the card is blocked, okay, maybe that particular card holder is a defaulter, maybe uh, the bank are like close that particular card or block that card maybe, and after blocking also the customer can able to use that card. So what is happening here, the program whatever you have written, it is totally wrong. Means the person should not be able to access the card on so and so conditions, right? So it should read it, and whatever the code you have written, accordingly it should give that particular access. Then only whatever the program you have written, the application should be useful. Otherwise what will happen, it will be a loss for the company, right? So just assume the card is valid, okay, and if I'm entering the wrong pin also it is going to be accessible. Just assume uh, if you are clicking on the Telugu option but information is coming in the Tamil or Hindi something, just assume in your bank account 1,000 rupees is there and you can able to withdraw the 10,000 rupees, right? Just assume you have withdrawn some 1,000 rupees and you are getting a message like you have withdrawn 10,000 rupees successfully. So is it correct? No, it is wrong, right? So simply when you're developing any application, whatever the code is there, whatever the statements are there, whatever the messages are there, whatever the formulas are there, it should be executed properly, right? So how you are going to able to control all your code, all your statements, like what should print what time or what should be executed on the basis of what conditions, how many times should execute, are we going to restrict something? Let's take an example of social media accounts like WhatsApp or Instagram. If you are using any particular these apps, and if you're blocking one person, just assume all the contacts are blocking. Is it correct? No, it is totally wrong. Just assume if you block someone and again you can able to receive the messages. Is it correct? Again it is wrong, right? If you are restricting something, it should be restrict. If you are specifically blocking one particular value or one particular contact, it should block that particular contact only. So how we are going to handle all these things, right? So that we can able to do using this particular concept called control flow statement. Is it clear, guys, like why we are using this control flow statement?
Yes, yes.
So the question is how we are going to use this. So we got the idea like why should we use this particular topic. The second question is how to use this topic. So here there are three ways are there. So we have to use this particular control flow statement. The first one is called conditional statement. So some programmer also say decision making statement. Some say uh, selection statement also, and some programmer also say control statement. Okay, and some say control structure also. Okay, different names are there, guys. So don't be confused. Like Just assume like in your home there is some nickname is there, and official in your college there is a different name is there, in your friends there is some name is there, right? So all our names belongs to you only, right? Okay. So something like there is a full name, something like Sunil is name is there. Okay. And in home and in friends, same person is going to be called as a Sunny. So Sunny and Sunil both are the one person only, right? So same thing, if someone is saying conditional statement, decision making statement, selection statement, control statement or control structure, all are the same terminology. Okay, so different peoples are using the different terms, but all are same one. Second one, some people say it is iterative statement, okay, and some people say loop also. So both are the same only. And third one, some people say transfer, okay, statement. Some people say unconditional statement, okay, and some people say branching statement also, okay. So same thing, all are the same terminologies, okay, same names only, okay. So first we will understand the controls conditional statement, okay, then we'll go with the next part. So here, when we have to use the conditional statement or decision making statement or selection statement, control structure, okay. So what is the concept behind this? Why should we use, where should we use, and how we are going to use this? So simply, if you want to display any type of result, any type of code, any type of statement, any type of value on the basis of a specific conditions. For example, if user is selecting uh, Telugu, all the entire content should be displayed in a Telugu only. If user is entering their email ID and password, then only that particular user should able to see that particular page or able to log in. So it means on a specific condition only you can able to access something. On a specific condition you want to display some result. On a specific condition you want to display some statement. On a specific condition you want to display or execute any functionality. All these things you can do using the conditional statement. So in this particular conditional statement, we can write in a different manners on the basis of different conditions. The first one. The first one is called if statement, or we can say if block. So when we are going to use this, we are going to use if you have only one condition is there and you have only one possible result is there. Only one condition and one possible result, then we are going to use this if statement or if block. So in this, if is a keyword, and then you have to open bracket and close bracket. In this you have to write the condition on this particular basis of the condition, then you have to write the colon, and then you have to give one tab space, because see why we are giving this one tab space, and after giving this one tab space, whatever you want to execute, that code you have to write. So the question is why we have to maintain this one tab space. In other programming languages, if you are considered C, C++ or Java, okay. So here after, if you want to execute any block, if you are writing something code inside of any block, then the flow of the program will be maintained in the curly braces. But in the Python programming language, we don't have the curly braces. If you want to open any block and inside of that particular block you want to write any particular code, then you have to give the one tab space. When you give this one tab space, this one tab space is called indent. what we call indent. Okay, so using this indent we can able to control the flow. Okay, or you can say we can able to follow the flow. Okay, so whatever the flow is there, okay, means for example in if we are writing this, in else we are writing this, in a loop we are writing something, in this particular function we are writing. So how your Python program should understand like which code is belongs to which block. So then this flow we are going to maintain using this one tap space, that is nothing called indent. Indent is nothing but it is a one tap space to maintain the flow of your program. Example, in other programming languages, we use curly braces. Okay, like this. If condition and open the bracket and close the bracket, and in between that we are going to write the code. Okay, like this we do in the other programming language, but here in Python everything is reduced. Okay, we are going to write the less lines of code and very easily we are going to execute the things. So that's why if you want to able to control that particular flow, like which code or which block belongs to which particular area or section, okay, then it can be able to handle using this particular one tap space. Is it clear, guys? Once we do the example you'll get more clarity, but theoretical part, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Okay, so next is second one. Just assume, okay, so there is a second one is called if else. So now what is if else? So here whenever you have two conditions are there and you have two results are there, two conditions and two results are there, then we are going to use the if else block. So here first condition should be written inside of the if block, and whatever the code is going to be executed that should be written, and then after that you have to come to the same flow how you have written the if, exactly in the same flow, and then you have tried the else, and then one tab space again code. And one more thing you have to note down, we don't write condition in the else block. Let me write here as a note, we don't write condition in else block. So here how the program flow will work, so whatever the condition is there, the first condition, okay, here you have to you are writing that particular code related to the particular, if that particular condition match, if the condition is correct, so whatever the code you have written that is going to be executed. Just assume that particular condition is not matching, so then next what you want to execute that should be written inside of the else block. So here in else you don't need to write the condition. So here if the first condition, okay, one, there are two results are there, one condition one result, second condition second result. So in the first condition you're writing that particular condition, and here you are writing the code. Just assume you want to find the largest number. Okay, so you want to write the largest number, so just assume there is a largest number code is there, and just assume if this particular code is not executing, finding the there are two numbers are there, and which is the largest number, okay, a is largest or b is largest. So here you are writing something condition a greater than b. So then what will happen, this particular condition is not satisfied, just assume a is not greater than b. So then whatever the code you have written that is going to be executed. Okay, let me write one simple example here. Just assume, okay, here, okay, I'm taking one variable as something example. Here I want to check whether the given number is positive or not. Okay, what is the question? Let me write question. Checking whether the given number is a positive number or not. Okay, so what you write if, and then here you write number. If this number positive means the number should be greater than 0. Whatever the number above the 0, all numbers are belong to positive numbers, 1 2 3 4 etc., any number. So here I'm just writing number is greater than 0 colon, and here one tab space, and just I want to display the statement yes positive. Okay, I want to display this. Now just assume, okay, here in the if else, okay, I'm writing the second scenario. The question is check number is positive or negative. So here two results are there. Either it may be positive or it may be negative also. So here I'm writing in the second scenario. First I'm writing just assume if I'm writing a is, sorry, number is greater than 0. If number is greater than 0, I want to print yes. Okay, yes positive. Otherwise it should go to the same flow you have tried, and then you have tried else. So if it is not positive, what will be the second result? So here directly you don't need to write the condition, you'll write yes negative like this. Whatever the second result should be there, that should going to be written in the else block. So here in else we don't write condition. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now the next third way to write the condition. The third way is called if else ladder. It means you have n number of conditions and n number of possible results. Okay, so then we are going to if else ladder. So how we are going to use this if else ladder? So first you have to write the first condition must be written in the if block. Okay, let's take an example of just assume. Okay, just assume example. Assume there are three possible results are there. Just assume. So first is going to be in the if. So here you are going to write the code. Second is going to be written in the else if. Again you have tried the condition, and in the then you have tried your code, and whatever the last will be there, that is going to be written in the else. So just assume fourth possible result is there. So again you have to increase your else if. Fifth is there, again increase the else if. Sixth is there, one more increase the else. So first if, last else, in between that you can write n number of else if. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Let's take an example. The question is check given number is positive or negative or 0. Three possible results. So here I'm writing if, just assume number is 0, double equals to means comparison operator, right? So here I want to print it's 0. Okay, and just assume I want to write if number is less than 0. Okay, here after write else if. Okay, If number is less than 0, then I want to print, it's a negative number. What is left? Positive left. So no need to write the condition. Else print it's positive. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Next, the last way to write the if else, the fourth one, nested statement or nested if statement. So when we use the nested, whenever you have more than one result in one condition, it means you have one condition and n number of results are there. In one condition only, your multiple results are there. Normally what we are writing, one condition, one result, two condition, two result, three condition, three result, four condition, four result, like that. But one condition, multiple results, right? Or else I'll write multiple, let me write in line, multiple results in one condition. Then we have to use this nested statement. So how we are going to use the syntax is, first you have to write if block, and then you are going to write the condition, and inside of this if, just assume there are two results are there. So again, inside of the if, again you are writing the if, and this condition is executed, you have to write this particular code. Okay, and if it is not executed, then again you have to write the else code, and all these things are not executed, then come back to the flow and write the one more else. Example, okay, example is, okay, just assume I'm writing number is less than or equals to 0. It means in one condition only there are two possibilities are there. What are the possibilities? Number might be less than or equal, right? So how you're going to write this? You're going to write like this: if number is less than or equals to 0. So here I'll write like this. Again, I'll give the one tab space. Just assume number is 0. Then I want to print it's a 0 number. And if it is not 0, I'll come back to the flow. And here I'll write print it's a negative number. And then again, I'll come back to the flow else, and here I'll write some. If it is not negative, not 0, it will be a positive. Is it clear?
Sir, once again tell, sir.
Okay. Let's do the same thing in a coding way. So you'll get the idea. Okay. So first one, okay. So what we have to do, we have to print the first one is the if. Okay. If statement. So first, just you have to find the given number is the positive number or not. So here I'm writing, I have to take one number. So here I'm taking one variable number. I want to convert this into the integer, and using the input function I'm taking enter any number. And once user is entering any number, I want to check this particular number is greater than 0. I want to print like this: given number is positive number. Okay. So now once I run this, for example, if I'm entering 99 minus 99, we are not getting any particular things. If I enter 0, Again, we are not getting anything. But if I enter some any positive number, something, you can see 98, just any three number. So here I'm getting the given number is positive. So when I'll give this particular statement or this particular code, when it should be executed, when this particular condition is satisfied, then only this particular code is going to be executed. Otherwise, it is not going to be executed. Second thing, same, the if else. Okay, here I want to add the negative also. So here I'll write else, and here I'm going to print the given number is negative. Okay, so now if I run this, you can see if I print minus 88, it is showing given number is negative. If I enter something plus 98, it is showing given number is positive. Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, if I'm entering 0, it is showing negative, but I don't want to display this as a negative. I want to display a separate message for the 0 also. That is the third one, if else ladder. So here what I will do, in the middle part, I'm going to add one more, that is the else if, and in this I'm going to add one more condition, its number is 0, and there I want to print given number, and here let me copy this and run this. Okay, if I'm entering 88, I'm getting positive number. If I enter minus 99 something, number is negative. Okay, if I enter 0, you can see given number is 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, next one, that is a nested. Okay, so now here, so here I'm adding, okay, let me remove everything, and here I'm adding the two conditions. Just assume number is greater than also or equal to 0. So here how many possible results? Two possible results. Maybe number is greater than also, maybe number equal also. For example, you want to log in. So in Instagram, you will get one particular, in the input box, there will be written login using number or email. Means either you can able to log in using your email ID also, or else you can log in your username also. So same thing here. Okay, here two possible results are there. It may be greater than or it may be equal. So here I want to write again if else in this if. So here I'm writing if number is 0, I want to print something. Okay, if number is not 0, what is left? Greater than is left. So here I'll write positive number. If it is 0, if it is not a 0, not a positive, what is left? Negative left. So here I'll come back to the main flow, and here I'll write the negative. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now, let me run this, and if I'm entering some 88, I'm getting the positive, and if I enter something 90, okay, minus number I have to mention, negative, first whatever, okay, positive, negative, now next 0. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here in if else, I'm going to assign you few tasks. Okay. So try to attempt all these tasks. If you are getting any issue, ask me in the next class, sir, how to do this particular task. I have written these particular lines. Okay. uh, you can send this particular, you can send your task file to the Srihari, and I'll get this particular file and then I'll check it. Okay. So here the first thing is, first task is, you have to just assume there is a one application is software is building, okay, using the, or else for the university or college something, and some computer operator is there. Okay, so that university people given the work to the computer operator, you have to enter all the student marks inside of this software. Okay, so here just assume that person is entering numbers. So here you have to write one conditions. If the marks is less than or equals to 34, you have to print fail. Okay, it's a fail, the student is fail if they are getting equals 34 also or less than 34 also. Okay, and the second, if the marks in between 35 to 50, the student is passed with the C division. If the marks in between 51 to 74, the student is passed with the B division. 75 to 100, passed with the A division. Okay, by default, wrongly, this computer operator enters something 200 marks, 175 marks, 101 marks. It should print one message, that is the invalid marks. So this should be written in one block only. Is it clear? The question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question. You have to write a program to print the largest or maximum of the given two number. Given two number means enter A value, enter B value, and which value is greater than, in the message you should print. Same thing, the next is the reverse of the previous one, minimum number. So which is less value is there, that should be printed in a message. Next question, extend to the previous one. You have to print the maximum of the three number, which is number is largest. Enter A number, enter B number, enter C number. So which is the largest of these three numbers? Same thing, which is the lowest, okay, smallest number, minimum number of three. Okay, for example, just assume there are three students are there, who is the rank third is there, rank first is there. How are you going to calculate all these things? This is a simple logic. Next one, 16. Okay, write a program to print the given year is a leap year or not. So you have to write simple in a, enter any year number. If user is entering any year number, you have to write the conditions. So there is a formula is there to check the leap year. You can check the formula in the Google. That number, if it is divisible by 4, it should not be divisible by the 100, and it is divisible by the 400, divisible by the 100 also. There is a formula is there, you can check that formula and you can write that condition accordingly. Next is enter any number, and you have to check the given number is prime or not. Prime means it should be divide with the same number and only one number. More, it should not be divided with more than two numbers. Okay, if it is divided more than two numbers, it will be a composite number, we say composite, or not prime also you can print. Next, now next is the write a program to print the given number is the even or odd. Even or means it is divisible by 2, then it is a even number. If it is not divisible by the 2, it is a odd number. Okay, that is a simple formula you can implement in your code, you can check the output. Next, 19. Okay, uh, write a program which reads the two value, length and height, and you have to check the dimension, whatever the dimension is there according to the dimension, it is a square or rectangular. For example, enter width, enter height. When you're entering the thing, width and height, it should check it is a rectangular area or a square area. Okay, so as of now, just practice till here. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 only. Okay, so today I'm giving you the 9 task, and Next day, I'm going to assign some more tasks. Let me write here. Okay. So that's it for today, guys.